It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He made the most of his catches a week ago in a 150-yard game. It's the Rams and the 49ers on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's to the 15, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Dropped back at the 15-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, they didn't get the opening drive touchdown that they wanted here for the home crowd, but they do take the early lead with a field goal.
And I think the emphasis on the word early is what's important, right? Get going, get settled, take your 3. Plenty of time left to try and put 6s on the board. And what you've done on offense gives you clues about what you can do later to turn them into touchdowns.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Charlie Woerner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Play action, now Purdy. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Another Ram taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll roll him out right. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. McCaffrey running up the middle. A nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Shotgun now with Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they... Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge, a good one. It is a touchdown after all, as they say that he did, in fact, break the plane of the goal line. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hekker here to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Rolling to his right. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Purdy on 4th down.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try now for Moody.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams going to take over late in this 1st half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. play action. They'll throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is taken at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. first across midfield to the 48.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as he'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he fields it cleanly. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is third down and 12. He's got him in, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big third down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Purdy bootlegging it, sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And it's
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 8, just over 2 minutes to go. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. But he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, Dillon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they will take a knee here.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the